All right, here's the deal about vlogging and creating videos like that, or on YouTube, or TikTok, or wherever you do your vlogs, right? You don't have to have this cinema camera. You don't have to have this big lens. You don't have to have like this big microphone. You don't have to have the best of the best. Your vlog is your vlog. You don't have to be driving like a Bugatti, filming out of a window, and doing donuts and doing all these other different things with a car. Or you don't have to be going on this big great vacation, and you're in the beach, you're doing all of these things. Like, no, you just have to have like your truth, your story, whatever it is that you want to talk about. You want to vlog, talking about your newfound cat, or you want to vlog talking about like an experience you had like at work, or if you want to talk about somebody cutting you off in traffic, that's your vlog. And I think a lot of people, and myself included, have gotten this idea that you have to have this profound story, or have this scripted out idea of what a vlog is. Like, your vlog is legit whatever you make it. You can legit create whatever it is that you want on this platform, however you want it, because it's your channel. It's your channel. It's your story. It's how you feel about the instance. It's how you're just sharing your truth. And I think for a little while, this is going to be a little bit of a ranty, long video about my experience and how I feel. So, don't I mean, lock in, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. Like, it's gonna be one of these videos where I talk about how I feel. And that's the beauty of creating a vlog. You could talk about whatever it is that you want, how you feel, and it doesn't have to be this planned out, all exciting, creative thing. It can be, but I think for a long time I was trying to create consistently, and I got into a good, a good place. I created a lot of videos during the last winter, and you know I'm not saying it's over, we're not stopping, but at the end of the day, I'm thinking to myself, like, I be trying so hard to figure out like how, where, when, a subject, the hook, what's going to be in the B-roll. And I was like, it just dawned on me, like, yo, you can create a video, and this is for everybody, and I'm telling this talking to myself for the most part. You can create a video about how you feel. You know what's so powerful about having your own platform? And I'm grateful for the subscribers and everyone, the comments, the well wishings, and things like that. But you know what's powerful about having alignment with people who have like-minded, perspectives on a particular subject? It's unity. Like, being unified in one space about positivity is so powerful. So, like, in a space where you're like, I'm doubting myself, I'm doubting what I can do, I'm doubting how I feel about doing what I like to do, and me getting stuck in this space where I'm like, oh, I don't want to make a video, I don't want to create. Oh, the lighting may be too bad in this situation, or maybe too dark, or like I just said that twice. Comment down below. I said that twice if you caught that. Like, just thinking of like setting up this video here, right? For instance, I was like, oh, I don't really want to film here because there's a little bit of a like overexposure here, which I'll probably clean it up in editing. But then I was like, I'm not gonna make the video. I just got off the treadmill, and I was like, damn, how am I gonna make this video? I don't like, it's too bright over here. I usually do like walking videos in the park, and just in that in itself, like, I'm like, I need to get off the ride. And this is why I'm saying this is how you vlog. You vlog talking about how you feel. We've already been 4 minutes in, and I know some people may find this boring or cringe, but like, I there's some times where I get stuck. I get stuck. Like, how am I going to create these videos? How am I going to, you know, make these videos if I don't have an idea? But I think if I stop trying so hard to make the vlog be perfect, I always want things to be great. Like, I always want the quality to be good. I don't want y'all to be listening to how I would say this, bad audio, bad video. But at the same time, like, um I guess it's the New Yorker in me. I always want things to be right. Or maybe it's just me being a Capricorn. I just want things just to be right all the time. And that's the thing. Vlogs can't be perfect. Like, you have to share your story. Your story is unique. Your story is not something that is bought off of a shelf in the supermarket. Your story is not it's not something that's going to be perfect. And I guess there's days and time where I'm like, you know, if I don't have a perfect like hook or perfect title, I'm not gonna want to create a video. And that's just the truth. You know, I've been thinking about this more and more, like as my workload starts to slow down at the job, and you know, me finding peace with other avenues in my life, and I'm getting a little bit older. Um I'm starting to like really, really hone in on the simple things and not stressing myself over things that I can't control. I can't control if I put out a video and it gets 1 view or 1,000 views. And you know what? That one person that watches that video is or those 1,000 people that watch that video or comment or just interact with me or positive or negative. That's one person that I have never met, and also I'm thankful for embracing the channel with their feedback, whether it be positive or negative. It's not about making vlogs to garnish so many like views. And I think being yourself is crazy, man. I was i, I was at a point where I was like, yo, I remember just not being able to want to start vlogging, not wanting to create, not wanting to do content. I was always like, man, it's so corny, like me having the passion to want to create, but there's so many people who do it. And I talk to people all my life for a living, and me doubting myself is the most like contradictory thing I've heard myself say to myself. I said myself twice. It's just, I want y'all to understand something. Your vlog, you just, if you want to vlog, talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be this blockbuster day. It could be a bad day. It could be a good day. It could be something that you really feel in your mind that you want to get out. And I think what I'll start to do when things happen, I'm just gonna just talk about it. You know, I think talking yourself through a situation, whether it be tough, whether it be great, whether it be negative, whether it be, change, I think it'll help you get through your life. Like I've been in so many, like, these past few years have been crazy, y'all. I've been through so many different things in my life that recently, like, me being able to have a space to talk about it, because there's going to be reviews, there's going to be new products, there's going to be all of that, but that stuff comes and goes. You know, the real aspects of being a creator is the ups and the downs, not just everything being up, because it's not real. I know I'm all over the place with this video, but share, if you want to vlog, share your story. If you have a passionate, if you have a passionate, if you're passionate about like supporting local businesses, if you're passionate about supporting local creators, or if you're passionate about creating, or giving creators a space to just, like, I have so many ideas. Like, if you're passionate about any of those things, right? Share that stuff, share that shit, share that shit. It's so important, man. It's for your own growth. It's gonna make you get better. There's so many things, man. You just never know. I'm over here messing with the screen in the car, but there's so many different things that I would say I wanted to do but didn't do, because I've been scared. I've had doubt. I've had fear. I've had like so many objections. Oh, why you want to do that? Why you want to go on that? Why you want to be on the YouTube? Why you want to be a content creator? And it's like, this all started, right? I'm telling you, y'all gonna kill me because this video is like all over the place. This all started with me having a problem or fear or just not comfortable talking in public, whether it be at my job, whether it be in different events, whether just in general. And I said to myself, I'm not going to I'm not gonna do that anymore. I want to take this opportunity, this challenge, and attack it head on. So what I did was I was like, yo, I'm gonna start creating content. Like I'm gonna start getting comfortable talking to the camera. Cameras. I always wanted to be in front of the camera. Well, I've done streaming in the past. I've done so many different things, and I was like, the idea of vlogging was like you could tell a story in like 5 to 10 minutes or an hour or whatever it is, like kind of like what I'm doing here, just going on and on about just how I'm feeling. And I think I complicated the process in the beginning because what I was doing was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video, but I need a camera. I need a good camera. I need something that's gonna help me. I need something that's gonna like make me feel like, all right, you know what? I can make the video how I want. I could take the camera, but I was also doubting myself because I was like, yo, these my bad, I got the camera leaned over. These cameras, they're expensive, they're complicated to use, I was just thinking that. Like I was like, oh, it's too expensive. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna want to lug this big like rocket ship of a camera on my back. And not to say that it's not cool that people do it, because I want a FX, I want an FX3, I want this, I want that. There's so many things that I want, but at the end of the day, I was telling myself like I could just use my phone. You don't have to. You don't need to. And I said this before. You don't have to pull out a big camera to create. You could just use whatever it is that you want. You don't have to be one of those people that have to say, I'm gonna go out and spend money on a camera. I'm gonna go and just like spend like $600, $700, $800. The iPhones out there, the world, the Androids of the world, they're just so good. You don't have to like put so much of an emphasis on gear. Gear is not gonna get you there. There's some people like, yo, if I get that camera, and if I get that camera, I'll be able to make better content. No, you're gonna be able to make better content here, like practicing, just talking to yourself, talking to the camera, talking about how you feel, talking about your challenges, talking about things that make it so hard to be a creator. What's going to end up happening when you buy that great camera, you're going to be the same person that you are with a better camera, and there's going to be tons of different opportunities on how to understand how that camera works. There's going to be a bunch of SSD cards you're going to need, SD cards, whatever you have to get. There's so many products. There's going to be different lenses. There's going to be a bigger barrier of entry. And there's going to be a bigger barrier of entry, and you're going to be that same person with just the workflow is going to be impacted. So instead of you being able to pull out your iPhone, whatever, or your Android, whatever, and hit that red button and record, you're going to have so much. You're going to have to set it up. It's going to be heavy. You're not just, all you need to do is just pick up a camera. If it's an older one, that's fine. 1080p is more than enough for everybody these days. I know there's 4Kers in the world, and I use 4K every now and again, but 1080p is more than enough. You know what I'm saying? And this brings me to another point. Stop telling everybody, yo, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm not saying there's people that won't support you. I'm not going to say there's not family that's not going to support you, but you have to do it because you want to do it. And I always talk about this. You got to be discerning about why you want to do this. If it's anything, but we're talking about vlogging straight up. If you want to vlog, simple. You take your phone, you got a tripod, that's cool. You don't have a tripod, that's cool too. And if you got to use your front-facing camera, I'm using my front-facing camera on my phone. Got a new phone, whatever. Old phone, it doesn't matter. You got to hold the phone sideways. Hold the phone sideways. Turn on the camera. Just record. You know what I'm saying? Clean the lens. You get one of these. These are like you can get a pack of 10 for like $5 or even whatever it is. Get them on Amazon. Super cheap and affordable. But all you need is that. And listen, with the iPhone, with the Samsungs of the world, you can optimize the audio to sound great. If not, you can go out and get like a Mic 2 system, whatever system that you want. You don't have to do any of that. You could do that. You don't have to. It's cool. You can simply just create with what you got in your pocket. If you're looking to upgrade your phone, fantastic. Fantastic. What you can do is maximize on your storage, get a better get a better camera for your creation. Like let's say that 4K, whatever, 4K 60, cinematic, get all that. That's all you need. If you're not looking to get your phone, get a new phone. There's tons of software to make your content look so good. Stop getting paralysis of the analysis. You're trying to analyze what's out there and not thinking about what is in front of you. You got quality video in your hand. If you got a phone in the past, I would say 5 to 6 years, these cameras are excellent. There's nothing wrong with going out and buying a new camera. There's nothing wrong with going to buy a new phone. But if you are trying to vlog, you need to just sit down and say, yo, all right, I want to vlog. I want to create, what can I do? Literally do everything on your phone. You have a phone, just take care of your phone. You buy some accessories for your phone. But I digress. I know I went on a rant about gear. Gear is not important. It's the story. Tell the story. Your experience, I have not had your experience. You probably have skills that you could teach us. You probably have different places you travel the world that you could teach us. You don't have to teach. You could talk about a problem or a bad experience that you had. Let's say getting coffee at Starbucks. I don't know. There's so many different things you can do and create, and you are so unique. You could tell it in your own words and how you've experienced it. It doesn't have to be this MKBHD, Mr. Beast, PS5, HDMI, whatever you want to call it, video where it's like just so over edited. No, talk about how you feel about something, an experience. I'm sitting here, I've been talking to y'all for a little while, and I'm just talking about how I've been compelled to create and how I have not been compelled to create, and how, like, you ever give somebody, hold on, you ever give somebody like some advice, and you're like, yo, like, they're like, what's storm? What should I do? I've been sitting here, I'm trying to get this done, I can't get it done. And you give them great advice, and then you kind of sit back at yourself, and it's like, I could have told myself the same thing. I could have gave myself the same advice. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we all have tons of great ideas. If you sit down and you just, like, you could use your tools, your phone, you can use Chat GPT. There's so many different things you can do to come up with ideas to create. And I know this is a little bit of a ranty video, but a little bit is an understatement. But like, I had to do, I'm gonna start doing more videos like this, and it's more for myself. Like, and I also to instill and motivate people who have like doubt in things or have experience in things that they just never share. Um, but yeah, like, I think this is more of a format. I think this is gonna be like a format where I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna make a playlist called Rant or Vlog Rants or something like that. And these may be longer videos that I kind of create for myself or for for the audience that have experienced or felt the same. Because I'm pretty sure y'all out there have experienced or gone through this. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any more time, man, and I'm just gonna say this. If you want to vlog, you want to create, all you have to do is pull out your camera and talk about an experience, positive or negative, or just like you had so much fun at something. Like, talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how you feel. Talk about like how you saw something, or you talk about like you had an experience somewhere. Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? People want to hear your story, and they want to hear it genuinely in your own words. That's it. They want to hear that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Comment down below. Let me know, what are some things that you experience? If you have considered vlogging, have you vlogged? What are some challenges, some opportunities? What are some things that you said you wanted to create and you just haven't done before? Let me know. I love to hear it. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Peace.